What can we make of the fact that the Islamic State group appears to be increasing its operations outside Syria and Iraq?
I guess that we should look at this as they are seizing opportunities, because they never stopped trying to commit terror attacks outside what's known as the Syrian Iraqi theater of war, for many reasons. Because they want to say to the coalition, to Russia, to the enemies, they can export the war to other places, including Sinai, Tunisia before, and yesterday they issued 2-3 videos asking jihadis to commit attacks in Russia against Russian authorities. So this is one of their modus operandi. We should know that. Before, they were more concentrated on constituting their state in Syria and Iraq, but since the beginning of the coalition, more than a year ago, they are using this traditional or classical modus operandi of terror attacks outside for these reasons, to say that they can hit whenever they want and to export the war outside their territory.
Now, Wassim, stay with us as we move on to related news. A British man who appears in several Islamic State group videos depicting the beheadings of Western hostages and has been nicknamed Jihadi John was the target of a US drone strike in the Syrian city of Raqqa on Thursday. But officials in the US and UK say they can't confirm his killing, as the Pentagon is still assessing the results of the strike. Speaking this Friday, UK Premier David Cameron called the possible killing a strike at the heart of the Islamic State group. Take a listen.
Mwazi is a barbaric murderer. He was shown in those sickening videos of the beheading of British aid workers. He posed an ongoing and serious threat to innocent civilians, not only in Syria, but around the world, and in the United Kingdom too. He was ISIL's lead executioner, and let us never forget that he killed many, many Muslims too. And he was intent on murdering many more people. So this was an act of self-defense. It was the right thing to do.
Well, let me turn back to you, Wassim. We also heard the US Secretary of State John Kerry, who reacted to the strike, saying that it shows that the Islamic State's days are numbered. Would the death of Mohammed Mwazi really be that significant?
We should point out one thing first, that this is the first time that the United States is announcing that it targeted a British citizen, while we have Cameron saying that it was self-defense. So this is one step beyond in this war against the Islamic State. But this said, we should remember that this person is more of a media figure than an operational leader of the jihadi group. When we say he is the leader executioner, because he's the one we saw in the videos, and because he is British, because he's a Western citizen, and this is why he had the light of the media. There's many people who did the same before him in the ranks of the jihadis. There will be other after him. So it's maybe it's a hit against the propaganda of the Islamic State, but it doesn't go beyond that on the operational level.
Wassim Nasr, thank you very much for your analysis.